In an interview with Colt Cabana on Colt's podcast The Art of Wrestling, CM Punk has opened up about his perceived decision to leave the WWE. According to Punk, it all comes down to his mental health. After repeated disappointment, he was miserable, and with enough of a bank balance to no longer need to wrestle, Punk put himself and his well-being first. "Money is not everything, ladies and gentlemen," he said. "That will be a big theme in my story." Punk fears that by doing the interview and laying it all out on the table, there's a chance he'll be seen as bitter. It's okay to be bitter about stuff. You have to eventually work through it and get over it, which is what I've done, but there are a few bright spots, a few things that still get me to this day. I'm the fucking happiest I've been in I don't know how long, at least 3 years, legitimately. I find these other things that have made me happy, and I thought that this thing that I loved, that I thought I loved, it just made me so miserable. All the time it made me miserable. I guess the black and white of it, when you boil it all down, the essence of it was I was miserable. I was unhappy, so fuck it. I made myself happy. I left. That's what it comes down to. It wasn't an easy decision to make, but it was a long time coming. Of the WWE environment, Punk says it's a creatively stifling, toxic environment. Punk goes on to mention how he only receives a fraction of what he earns from the WWE. As a rough estimate, he says if, hypothetically, he's worth $8 million, he'd only see around $500K. According to Punk, WWE avoided his calls, then 2 days before his wedding, he got a text from Triple H asking if he had time to talk. Punk said he had to plan his honeymoon and then had to make final preparations for the wedding, but said he'd call Triple H the moment he got back. "The day of my wedding, I got a FedEx in the mail. It was my termination papers. I was fired. Take that, everyone who says I'm a quieter," he says, making a joke about Twitter users unable to spell quitter. Ultimately, Punk lawyered up and went after WWE. He walked away with a settlement that, while he can't discuss, he is very happy with. For all the latest wrestling news, IGN's got you covered.